It's the Bacon, Egg, and Cheese Show with Lady Love, Bad Bunny, and I go by Miss Lissa. We gon' wake that ass up. It's the Bacon, Egg, and Cheese Show, and Cheese Show. We give you what you need, yo. You need, yo. Every 3 times a week, yo. It's the Bacon, Egg, and Cheese Show, and Cheese Show.
Yeah, bacon, egg, and cheese, about to wake that ass up. Girl, who is you playing with? Wake that ass up. Told your big daddy when you wake your ass up. Yo, what is you waiting for? Wake that ass up.
After we do the show, then stop. Then what? Subscribe it like it's hot. After we do the show, then stop. Now what? Subscribe it like it's hot. Now subscribe it like it's hot. Now subscribe it like it's hot. BEC, so subscribe it like it's hot. So subscribe it like it's hot. So subscribe it like it's hot. BEC, so subscribe it like it's hot. So subscribe it like it's hot. Subscribe it like it's hot. Come on, titties.
What up, D? Thank you, Brina. Thank you, Brina, for the
You
love.
already know the vibes. Shout out to Brina Beats, baby.
Bye.
When is Brina's birthday? We gotta do something good for her. We gotta do
Today is
something nice.
Brina's birthday. Shout out to the Bacon, Egg, and Cheese experience where we gonna chop up these hot topics, dish the dirt, and serve it to you raw, baby. Al Bunny, come on, you serving a little titty today, Bacon, Egg, and Cheese with some breast on the side.
I'm gonna give you what you need, yo. In the 7 days a week, ho.
Give me 2 breasts, 2 thighs, and a biscuit.
Yo.
Today we have a fun show in store for everyone. Make sure you share the love, share the live. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. We want to get our subscribers up. And also, we are available on all podcast platforms, although we are a morning show. This is a talk show.
Thank you, Sure Sexy. Sure Sexy, when's your birthday?
I'm Miss Lissa. We have Amadeus, super producer, joining us today to chop up these topics. But don't forget,
Bad boy alumni.
Bad boy. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Take
yeah,
that.
yeah,
Take
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Take that.
Yo, shout out Sure Sexy. She has bought like 1,000 badges every show. You know, she pulls up. She shows so much love, her and Brina. It's like they trying to take us out on a date or something. They spending that money, honey. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to them. Yo, Amadeus is in the building.
Sure Sexy. Sure Sexy. You surely are sexy. And I appreciate you buying them badges, okay? Yes.
We got a special guest in the building, Amadeus.
Peace and blessings. Peace and blessings. What up?
Good morning.
He made sure
Good
to start
morning.
on us with the plaques.
With the plaques on the wall. I need to put my fucking plaque up here.
I'll
What you waiting on?
I'm playing games.
What you waiting on?
right?
What y'all waiting on?
Shit. I left it at somebody's house. I gotta go get it.
Get them plaques, baby. Welcome to the
Yeah, man. You gotta put up your wall art. You gotta put up your wall art, man. I call it wall art.
You right. And I do got one of those. I have one of those.
Put that shit up, man. You deserve it. You work hard for that. You know what I mean? Show it off. Why not?
Are you giving me 2022 Billy D. Williams with, okay, I see you looking like
I
a
never
fine
saw the
artist.
gray before.
The waves are spinning and you letting it grow out. It's like a tape up, but it's still like an S curl. But I know that this is your natural texture.
Thank you, Queen. Thank you, Queen. Thank you. Babs know what it is. Babs, tell her, Babs.
Yes. That's all natural.
This from Mama and Papa.
I can
There
see.
you go.
You're clearly part Pocahontas.
Yes.
Are you breeding? Do you have children or do you have a wife? Let me know what's going on.
I have 2 kids.
Okay.
I have 2 kids, a boy and a girl. They have beautiful hair, by the way.
There you go.
I'm gonna keep buying mine. My hair is beautiful underneath
There
this
you
veil.
go.
What we gonna do? It's
Listen.
all beautiful, okay? Even to my
Absolutely.
kinky girls, to my 4C girls, you are still beautiful. Don't let this 3C nigga come up in here and make you feel some kind of way about your 4C hair, okay?
Listen. If you pay for it, it's yours and it's beautiful.
That's
Yes,
right.
there you go.
Period. I have no problems with the hair. Listen, as long as you listen. Now here's the thing. as long as you go get it properly done.
There you go.
So that you ain't just kind of like having it on sideways and I'm seeing like the glue and then, you know, as long as you do it properly, us as kings, we don't have a problem with it, queen. So it's all love.
Wow. Yes, ladies. I feel like that is a problem with women. Y'all get too comfortable with these men. And you get so comfortable, you want to start showing him you in your natural light. And it's like, even when you have a ring, you have to still be magical to your man. He can't see certain things. He can't, you know, it's just certain things. You want to still leave a little to the imagination. Like, how does she do that? You can't show him you with your set it off braids and then you putting your wig on.
No, let me tell you something.
Like,
that's why I celebrate being a lesbian. You know what I'm saying? I remember one time me and this girl was doing this. She had cornrows, I had cornrows. It felt like we was in the county. You know, my shorty walk around here, she calls me her Cynthia doll. You know what I'm saying? So, ladies, if y'all feel like y'all gotta keep, you know, I'm not telling nobody that y'all ain't gotta get y'all wig done and all that, but I'm saying I am comfortable over here. You know, I walk over here. I'll be looking like Sonic the Hedgehog in the morning. You know what I'm saying?
It don't always work out like that, though. So I don't care, because I'm still going to tell my girl, boo, slick that back, slick them, do something with them edges. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't gonna lie. I was back there. I was looking at the cornrows. I couldn't even say nothing, but I had cornrows. You know what I'm saying? It remind me of something from slavery days or something. You know what I'm saying?
Now listen, let me add this though. It's for the fellas out here, for the fellas tuned in, for the kings tuned in. Listen, we do need to see y'all as you are. That's very important, because sometimes, you know,
it's a process,
a woman can transform into this, you know, beautiful being and add so much to her. And then once she removes everything, we don't know who we looking at no more. Right or wrong?
It's great that you said that, okay? Because that's going to go into this first order, okay? It's exactly what you are saying. And thanks to everyone's favorite troll, 50 Cent, he said that he is not here for the sorcery. Let's take a look. Where is that volume? Here we go. Sorry.
See what I'm saying?
One more time for the people that missed it.
See what I'm saying?
See? So 50 Cent says that he is not here for the sorcery. He said throw some water on them. Make sure they looking good without the makeup. How do you ladies feel?
Damn, son. What?
Yo, there was a man who sued his wife because she had got so many plastic surgeries and their kids came out ugly, and he dead ass told the court, like, them kids came out ugly. She lied to me. She don't look that way. And I think that's just wild to do. You know, I think he's suing her for like 100 racks or something like that. You know, I like when you take your makeup off. I gotta see what you look like. You know, now some girls, they got the sew-ins. You know, like baby right now, she's not gonna probably ever let me see her like that. But I want her to be comfortable. I gotta know. You know what I mean? I was like, girl, what you look like without them lashes?
Word.
You know what I'm saying? And that works out for me. I'd like to see you in your element. You know, and I like, you know what I like? I get a kick out of. A half an hour ago, I looked like Holly in Monster Ball. You know what I'm saying? And then it'd be the transformation for her. You know what I'm saying? Because then all of a sudden I start looking like Zaddy, or I start looking good. She'd be like, oh my God, you're so beautiful. You know what I'm saying? So I like to transform in front of you, let you know what it is.
Right, right. Hey, real quick. You know, because Luck brought it up. You know, can we, real briefly, can we talk about the lashes? Okay. I personally, women, I love you, queens. You are everything. Listen, I'm really not a fan of the lashes that stick out to here. Like, to add a little something to it is cool.
I feel attacked.
No. Listen. You know, to add a little something is cool.
I ain't got nothing.
Right? But sometimes, like, I think it's a time and a place for it, right? Because sometimes y'all go outside, I go to the grocery store, I go pick up my daughter from school, and the woman is totally, you know, chilling. She chilling, she got her sweats on, she ain't trying to look fly, you know, nothing is done, hair, nails, nothing is done, hair, nothing is done, but her eyelashes is done. I got a problem with that.
No, I mean, in the female
problem.
community. No, let me tell you something. Hold up, let me tell you something. Women, like, sometimes you don't have to even put on no makeup. That is the secret amongst women. Like, it's like you don't need no makeup as long as you got lashes on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I've heard girls tell me that. So, like, you know, and you might not have been attracted to Shorty. She might not have been what you were looking for. You get what I'm saying? Because there's girls who just put lashes on. They look like a whole different person without the makeup and all that.
Mm-hmm.
You know
But
what I mean?
he's saying the lashes that come all the way to your eyebrows.
Like you can't even blink safely.
But
Yeah.
I mean that's you, you know, because I've worn some mink coats on this show. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Some
I've
bat
worn-
wings.
They are,
Yeah.
let me say, they are uncomfortable for me. You know, the big heavy lashes, the ones that touch your eyebrows, it's a lot for me. And then, you know, I smoke a lot, so my eyes start to get low. And then the heaviness, it's not like it's already, the bud got my lids heavy. Now I got lashes on that's weighing them down even more. Like, yeah, that's a lot.
Can I have a transparent moment? You know, I haven't worn makeup. You know, I mean, I drink a lot of water. I take care of this 40 face.
Skin look good.
Thank you.
Word.
I haven't worn makeup
For real,
since we came back from our break, right? You know, but I don't miss the lashes. I know I'm gonna get back into it. You know, my girl now, she's a makeup artist, so she want to do my face all day long, both ways. But I'm just saying, like, I've glued my eyes shut a few times because I'm not the makeup girl. Like, I just had to start getting into it because that's what the people like to see, my face being prettier according to y'all and stuff. But I don't miss lashes. I've glued my eyes shut, you know, and that's very uncomfortable for the rest of the night to know that you know, it's red. It's, you know, you guys have to understand, like, lashes is just not, you know, even the magnetic ones. My friend had an eye infection from that. Like,
Wow.
It's not easy being, you know, doing these things to look good for y'all or look good for each other.
Right.
It's not easy, you know.
You're
But
right.
men gotta take care of themselves too. You know what's the makeover for a man? A haircut. Like, yo, a haircut is some
That's not
serious
fair.
shit. Yes, it is, because yo, if they look scruffy, like, completely, it take years off of their age.
That's
like,
true.
completely
That's true.
different. It could make a bum look like he got an apartment. He got a one bedroom
Casey.
apartment. Like, yo,
That's
I'm
not
telling
fair.
you,
That's not
they
fair
get
because
it
it's
shaped
like
up. But
I
they
got
gotta
300.
they gotta take care of their skin too.
That's true.
Please.
Yeah, I'm
I
about
got
to say that.
$300, $400 worth of makeup. I'm in Fenty. Like, what color you need? I don't know, miss. Just look at me, you know, and spend money on brushes and all of this other stuff, lashes, and all you got to do is get a shape up.
But that's
Some of
not
them need
true,
that
because
Beijing,
men,
though.
let me tell you something. They got stuff that men use to groom themselves as well. Skincare products. That shit is not cheap. And men that's about taking care of themselves, they know that shit. So, you know, shout out to the men that eat right, that you know, take care of their bodies, that take care of their skin, that making sure they keeping their shit tight, that, you know, making sure that they well groomed. They getting their manicures, they petty, you know, shout out to them. Because a lot of you dudes out here with your crusty feet and thinking that, oh, if I go get groomed, like, it's some stupid concept. If they groom themselves, that mean that they not heterosexual.
Yeah, that's
I
true.
don't care if you gay or heterosexual. Your feet shouldn't be crusty.
Right.
Your nails should be done.
Right.
Your teeth should look good.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Take care of yourself. Take care of your skin. I don't want to see them holes all in your face and in the back of your neck. Yeah.
You know who's taking care of themselves, Bunny?
Who?
Drake. Drake is taking care of himself to the level that he is making sure that no trap queen is going to give him a seed that he didn't plant. So an Instagram model was in an interview and she shared a story in which she had a sexual encounter with Drake. And when she went to the bathroom to try to get her baby juices, she actually burned herself and when she screamed, he ran in to check on her and told her, yeah, I put hot sauce in my bag, swag. He said he put hot sauce in the condom to kill the sperm and also to kill her opportunity to trap him. How do we
My
feel?
man. My
Have
man.
you done anything like any antics, any crazy antics like that, Amadeus?
Listen, I've never put myself in that type of situation. You know what I'm saying? Like, real talking. I know that's shocking, that's surprising, but if you know me, you know I'm not the one that's all over the place, that's doing too much. Listen, I'm about the bag, I'm about the legacy, I'm about creating history. You know what I'm saying? So I never put myself in that position. But for the fellas, you know, that live a different life, that's totally different
Tristan
from me.
Thompson.
You know, you got to do what you got to do, man. That man is worth, I don't know what that king is worth. You know what I'm saying? And you know, people have different intentions, you know what I'm saying? And obviously she wasn't really trying to really learn Drake and know who he is as a person. She wanted the bag. She wanted to end up having one of them kids that she could be taken care of for the rest of her life. And she learned the hard way. Let it burn. Usher.
Drake said, you know, I knocked the girl head off so good one time she forgot what my agenda was. She told me that she was pregnant by me. Yes. And I said, girl, impossible. Okay. So for all y'all trying to put them babies on me, okay, just understand. Okay.
Word.
Let me say this, as a mother of a son, because y'all know I ride for the dudes out here. Y'all already know I'm all for what Drake did. Yes, because we don't want no birds birthing. Okay, we don't want to do that. So
Word.
at the end of the day, we got to make sure you guys got to be careful and have pride with your sperm. You know,
Yeah.
you can't be, you got to have pride. You know how they tell females, oh, your vagina is golden? You, like, women, start telling your sons, yo, don't just give it up to anybody. Your shit is golden too.
Big
like,
facts.
you know, like her shit ain't no better than yours. You know what I mean? And if you bring a bird in this family, I'm not leaving you nothing. Okay? That bird ain't getting my shit. Like, so let's keep it there. And on another note too, it's a lot of guys that do sneaky shit too.
Yeah.
They will try to trap women too. So girls,
Poke
be
holes in the
careful.
condom.
They poke holes in condoms. They be like, oh, I'm gonna knock Shorty up. Oh, Shorty bad, or Shorty got a bag. I'm gonna knock her up. Be careful, ladies. Be careful.
Big facts. Hey, shout out. It's a bunch of my fam in the building, man. Shout out to Z. Shout out to Bubbles. Shout out to my cousin Tommy. I see her hashtag in the story of Amadeus. Don't worry, we're gonna get to it. We're gonna get to it.
Yeah, we're actually
We're gonna get
well
to it. We vibing
right now.
Yes.
Thank you, cousin. Our fifth guest of co-host. We're actually about to segue into that right now. But before we do that, don't forget to support the Bacon, Egg, and Cheese experience and go check out our YouTube channel after the show and subscribe. Now, Amadeus, for anyone that's not your cousin that's tuning in that wants to tap into you, can you tell us a little bit about yourself and how you got into this industry?
Absolutely. First off, I'm grateful to be here, you know, amongst you guys. You guys are awesome. Congrats on the show. Really love the vibe. Really love the energy. Myself, Amadeus, multi-platinum bad boy hitman producer. Blessed to produce for over 100 artists. Babs being one of them. J-Lo, French Montana, Lil Wayne, Jeezy, T.I., Keisha Cole, Young and May, Davies, Making the Band, Day 26, Danity Kane, Foxy Brown, ESPN First Take, Sprite, BET, Burger King with Babs. Burger King. Hey, Babs, I found that Burger King record. Thomas send it to you. I got you.
You're going to play it. You're going to play it. Get it queued up.
Perfect. I got my computer right here.
Perfect.
So, yeah. Also, Trey Songz is a music director and tour drummer. So, for the last 14 years, any show you've seen him perform at, whether Summer Jam, whether BET Awards, you know, tours, Trey Songz, Chris Brown, Tyga, Between the Sheets tour, you know, I'm back there playing drums and putting the show together musically. Motivational speaker, music educator, and now, author. So this is my book, Story of Amadeus. And the beat goes on. It's really created for kids. I would say, because, you know, I picked up the drumsticks for the first time in 4th grade. As you can see, this is actually me on the cover, with my father's headphones on, you know, messing around in his radio. I had to be about 4 or 5 right here. So it just goes to show you that you can develop a love and a passion for music or for whatever it is that you want to do in life at a real young age. So you should start while you're young. So I just wanted to encourage and inspire kids all over the world, all over the globe, that if they're dreaming about doing something or becoming something or someone in life, start young. You know, don't let the circumstances interfere. Don't let where you're from. I'm from the Bronx. I'm from 169th from Washington Avenue. From the hood. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, where I'm from, we're not supposed to be here. You know, and you guys can relate to that as well. Where y'all from, we supposed to be drug dealers. We supposed to be in jail, you know, locked up, you know, ganging and doing all of that. But it's like, nah, man. You can be an author. You can be a music producer. You can be an artist. You know what I'm saying? You can be a journalist. You can be a doctor. You can be a lawyer. You can be whatever you want to be. So that's why I created this book. It's available right now. It's available right now.
I did all of that, and now I'm back because that lifestyle wasn't for me. But
you see, and I'm proud of you for that.
I was very unsuccessful as a criminal, you know. So, but shout out Amadeus with the book and the inspiration. It's super dope, man.
Appreciate you.
I don't know if Miss Lissa wanted to run it. I wanted to ask a few questions and things of that nature.
Well, wait, can I say something real quick, Luck, before you go? Because I don't want to.
No.
No, I can't. All right, go ahead.
Okay.
Well, I want to say that I think that is so fire. My son is 7 years old. He loves to sing. You know, I want to work with him on that so he could get his vocals straight. You know what I'm saying? Because he can y'all hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So he sings all the time. He watches a lot of anime, so he sings like Asian songs too. But like
wow.
he hits. Like he be hitting
them notes.
Yeah, exactly. And so for Christmas, I bought him a keyboard, you know, and yes, and it's dope because it got the mic, it got the headphones, and he could record. He records what he plays, and then he could play it back and listen, and then he'd be like, "Mommy," and then I'd be rapping to the beat.
Come on.
See, yes, that's why. Like, this is amazing to me. I got to get my son in contact with you because
absolutely.
Like, yes, and I know it's good when you nurture it young. You know what I'm saying? Young, and the keyboard is not easy to play. It's not always fun. You know what I'm saying? It's not always fun learning that shit. But he does it. He just randomly gets up and I be in my room and I hear it. I'll be like, oh, it's the studio session, studio time.
Nice.
So that's
and I love that you support him. I love that you support him. I think that's very important as a parent. Like my parents didn't understand what I wanted to do because, you know, sometimes we feel like we want the best for our kids and you should go to college and you should do this and you should do that. But you gotta look at and find what your kids are passionate about and what they love. You know what I'm saying? And then support them in that area because you can't force somebody to do something. You know what I'm saying? Kids drop out because that's like college wasn't me. I went to college for damn near a week or two. I was like, where's the studio? Well, y'all ain't got no studio? All right, I'm out. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, so you got to support your kids. So I love the fact that, you know, your little man got the keyboard and you support him and you let him do what he's going to do. It's going to sound crazy for a little bit, but you know, you got to have that patience, man, to allow it to sound crazy at one moment and then it transitions and start sounding amazing and you start creating masterpieces, man. So I really, you know, I'm really proud of you for you supporting him in that.
Thank you. And I took that picture like you got on your cover. I took a picture of him sitting in front of the keyboard. So I'm like, oh, you're going to have all his shit going to be documented.
That's so dope.
Yeah, he'll be, yeah.
That's so dope. I didn't even, I just, my mom, I would go to my mom, and I know Lucky got questions. I would go to my mom's crib, and she'd be like, yo, I got pictures, you know, and the photo albums back there, you know, in the storage. And every time I would visit her, I would pull all of them out and just was looking at them. I never knew that a book would come out of it. Like, I was just getting them to post on IG to just throw some, you know, some throwback joints. And I'm finding, like, you know, me and you know what I'm saying? Me and the headphones, like me on the drums, my first drum set, you know, as a kid. And I'm like looking at these moments, like me, you know what I'm saying? Like touching my dad's, you know, records and his stereo. And I'm looking at all these moments and capture every moment, man. Sometimes you may feel it's annoying or you're doing too much or your kids might like, Mom, I don't want to take no picture. Capture every moment, because if my mom never would have did this, you know what I'm saying, I wouldn't be able to create these moments and be able to be inspiration to the future, man. So document everything, especially with your kids.
Document everything. And I'm going to also say, too, not only take pictures, write. I'm going to tell you something. If your kid, because it's going to be shit as a parent you ain't even going to remember. So I started doing this with my son young. Like I started, if just a regular day, oh, he ate orange for the first day. And so when he become grown, if he love oranges, he might be able to see the date, he see the time.
That's
you
crazy.
know, so I have all of that renting for him. And so I'm encouraging parents to do that. I don't care what age, even if you didn't start from the beginning, if they 5, 6, 10, you could still start now.
That's
and
dope.
just us in general, we should keep our journals because we live life, we see a lot of shit, and we forget things.
Big
Start
facts.
writing things down. That is our story. Our kids will find it. Our grandkids, our great-grandkids.
Absolutely.
We are leaving legacies. We have stories to tell, and that we want to go on from generation to generation. So write your life down.
That's great advice. Appreciate you sharing that. Absolutely.
Yes.
What would you say? Could you say your parents weren't initially so supportive? So do you remember the moment or what it was that like triggered them to understand that you are actually like a force to be reckoned with, and that you are getting like, maybe it was like a certain placement or, you know, like getting radio play? Do you remember what that was?
That's an amazing question. And it took a real long time. Like, they believed in my talent. They just didn't like the fact that, again, they were very church going folk, man. So they didn't like the decision of me deciding to get into hip hop and R&B, you know, which they call secular music. You know what I mean? So that was their issue. And it's like, yeah, I'm not writing the raps though. I'm just like creating the beats that's going beneath, you know, the songs, because they had an issue with the lyrics. So I had to kind of let them know, like, yo, I'm not writing the lyrics. I'm not saying, look, I'm not cussing.
I'm not robbing the bank. I'm driving the car.
You know what I'm saying?
The hell? You would have said
I'm not doing anything about it. That's bad. So I kind of had to do my own thing and just move towards my dreams without their blessing and without their support. You know what I'm saying? And that's how much I loved producing and musicianship. And that's how much I wanted to go after what I wanted, whether I had the backing of support of, you know, my parents and my family or not. So that's what it was. And like you said, when you mentioned, you said it perfectly. It wasn't to that first placement happened, which is right here. Cradle to the Grave, movie and soundtrack. Rest in peace, DMX.
I'm on that soundtrack.
You on that? You on that, Luck?
I'm on one of them DMX soundtracks.
Look, I'm on that side. Well, I'm on one of them.
You want Romeo? The Romeo Must Die, maybe, or Belly?
No,
maybe
Belly. I think it's no. I think no. I'm on Exit Wounds.
Okay, that's fire too. That's fire too. That's a moment. You know what I'm saying? So that was the first thing that happened. You know, the song was in the movie. Song came out on the soundtrack. You know, sold 500,000 copies. First plaque on the wall, and they looking at me like, They still didn't understand, but they saw how happy I was and how people were celebrating me. And I think another moment was me touring with Trey and performing at like Madison Square Garden a few times and like places where my parents used to go to see their concerts and their favorite musicians and artists. And now their son, you know, is up on that same stage playing drums, which has started at the crib. So I think those moments happened, and then they realized like, oh, wow, this is what he wants to do. Obviously, is not doing anybody any harm. He loves it. He's happy. He's making money for himself. He can provide for himself and his family. Like, cool. And now they're the happiest, you know, parents in the world, man. So, you know, like I said, now with me going through that with them, like not with my kids, it's like, I know. It's like, nah, you want to do that? Like my son wants to be a pilot. He started off DJing. He started off playing drums. He played football this season. But deep down inside, his dream is to become a pilot and fly planes. And one day, when I'm going to Vegas or LA or Miami, he's the pilot and I'm on the plane as a passenger, you know, as he flies, you know, me and the passengers to the city. You know what I'm saying? My daughter's, she wants to be a hip hop dancer. So, okay. So one day is a hip hop dancer. The next day is this. The next day is that. And you got to support them through all of it because there's going to be turns and potholes and dips they're going to take. And you just got to be right there by their side. Like, whatever you want to do, I got you. You know what I'm saying?
That is a whole fact. That's the whole fact that we have to support our kids. My family was heavy in the church as well. I had a balance. My father's side, luckily my mother and father separated. Because I don't know how it would have been if they was together and I was in the house, both of them. I'm not the kid that's sad about it. I'm happy they separated. But my father's side was very religious. Head deacon, deaconess. Yeah, you know, that type of life. I'm in Sunday school. I'm in the choir. I'm an usher.
Wow.
All of that. So my father's side wasn't so supportive. They wanted me to get a city job, you know, one of those. Like, go get a city job, live your life. My mother, on the other hand, it wasn't like that. So my mother was the one that bought me my first stereo and speaker and supported all of that. So
Right.
it's definitely a balance, definitely. So I get it, and I understand when it touched me when you said the church growing up, because I know how that is.
Absolutely.
How did you come up with the name Amadeus? That's one of the greatest composers of all time. I mean, that's a no-brainer. But why'd you pick Amadeus over Beethoven or Mozart?
And I'm glad that you said that, because you know those names were definitely in the running when coming up with a name. My first name, and y'all gonna laugh your asses off, and I loved it, and people was laughing at me, and then now it's all good. My first name was A Boogie.
Wow.
First name was A Boogie, and they was like, "What the hell is that? That don't make no sense. That's why." Boom, 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 boom. And I'm like, "All right, well, let me come up with another name, and try to change my name." And I saw the movie Amadeus when I was a kid in school.
I have it inside.
Yo, fire! Like I saw that movie and was like, "This dude is wild, man. He's young. He's like 16. He's a genius musically. He loves women. He chases women all day and makes music. He's nuts." I was like, we got a lot in common. And I was just like, I would love to become, the Amadeus of our time, the Amadeus of hip hop, the Amadeus of R&B, the Amadeus of pop. You know what I mean? Because he was a classical composer. My first name is Antoine, starts with an A. So the A kind of, grabbed my attention a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. At first, I didn't like it. I didn't like it. I didn't like it until I heard people call me Amadeus. And I felt like it had a nice little ring to it. And then I know the meaning behind who he was as a creative. And that's what I wanted to set out to be. And then years later, I learned that it means loves God. So it just really came around, full circle. And I remember, and it's funny, Babs, I remember meeting Puff in Harlem at Rucker. And I came up to him with a beat tape. That's to date myself. I came up with a beat cassette tape. And he was like, "Yo, what's your name, Playboy?" And I said, "My name is Amadeus." And he was like, "It's a dope ass name." You know what I'm saying? I just like, I didn't even give him the tape. I was just like, "Yo, one day, I'm gonna be in the studio with you. One day, I'm gonna be a part of the team, and you're gonna know my name." And he was like, "That's what's up. That's what's up." And he was like, "But that's a dope name." And I remember that moment. And after he said that, because that was definitely like one of my idols. After he said that, I was like, "Yeah, we going with Amadeus."
Here we go.
That's how I got the name.
That movie, I never seen.
Yo, you gotta see the movie.
I got the DVD. That's crazy. I just found it like the other day. That's before I even knew you was coming on the show.
Wow.
I was doing some because I done made my living room now a full gym. The living room went through so many different transformations. But so while I was moving everything, I just ran across the DVD the other day.
Yo,
so
fire movie. Now you gotta watch that. Watch that with Lil Man. Like you gotta.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch that,
yo.
Him. Definitely.
Oh, I mean, I can keep going. I can keep asking questions.
Go ahead. Shit.
If you go to me, I'm going to go to a topic.
You know me, I would go to the topic. All right, so I mean, I didn't get a chance to ask other people this, but what was fame like for the people that came up with you? Like how, like did you go through any changes with friends, or did people change on you, or was your circle supportive? Did you get to see people's true colors as your success came in?
Love that question. See me, as a producer, you're more in the background, especially, when I got in the game. I'm 20 plus years in. So there was a lot different back then when I came up. It wasn't social media. It wasn't the internet. Like we was out in the street. We was outside, like literally. That's how we were connecting the dots with people. You know what I mean? It wasn't like we can be in this, having a conversation right now remotely, everybody online on our phones. Like none of that shit existed. So it's different. So I didn't really have a lot of people that I moved around with. I was a loner to a certain extent. I was very popular though. I always had a really cool vibe and cool spirit, really funny, class clown, so everybody was always, wanting to surround me. But I was able to discern, who was with me and who wasn't with me. And it wasn't too hard because, like I said, I didn't really move around with a large amount of people. When I first got on as a producer, you start wearing the jewelry and the big chains and all that shit. Like my brother would be like, because he was more of like the street smart dude. You know what I mean? I was a little church boy playing drums all day, and he, we two different individuals. And he was like, "Where you going tonight? You going to the city? All right, cool. Hold on, let me make a phone call. Call up a few of his homies, call up a few of the cousins. Next thing I know, we pulling up. It's like 15 of us, and I'm like, and he's like, "Yeah, if you're gonna wear that." And you're gonna be doing all this, we need to be with you because I know you, bro. Like you're a nice guy. You want to take every picture. you know, kiss all the babies, but you got the wolves out there that's waiting and they preying on you. You know what I'm saying? So I always kept it light, even now to this day. Like I you know, in the words of Belly, I rose dolo from state to state. You know what I'm saying? I'm not flashy. I'm not a jewelry wearer. You know, and my energy and my presence, I think it's important and it's right. So thank God, never been in any crazy situations, no wars, no fights, no jumping, no, you know, thank God. You know what I'm saying? So it's about how you carry yourself to me, Luck, and who you surround yourself with, man. So it's like, if you around me, you know, you either around me because you're gonna help me grow as a person, musically, you got something to offer, you know, or you ain't around me. Because at the end of the day, if you're around me, you definitely gonna grow. You're definitely gonna be better. You're definitely gonna be inspired. You're definitely gonna be motivated. So in order to be around me, man, you got to be able to deliver the same thing that I deliver.
Yo, really quick, shout out to Leprechaun. She bought Leprechaun. I keep forgetting how to pronounce it, baby. It's so French. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Leprechaun. She bought 3 badges. Chico Rough Ends. Oh shoot, Rough Ends.
Yeah,
in the building,
Chico.
bought a bag. Yo. We got Short Sexy, of course, always supporting the show. Ms. One of a Kind, 30 Diamond, Pterodactyl, and Brina Beats. Thank y'all for supporting the Bacon Egg and Cheese
Much
show.
love.
Yo, I did it. Go ahead. Yeah.
Okay. I was just going to ask you a question about social media, because you said that you were 20 years in the game. So back in the day, people had to actually put in groundwork. And while technology has elevated, you know, the sounds and certain things, it's also, do you feel like it made people lazy? Like, do you feel like people don't have that same umph and that same want for success, or you feel like that, you know, you don't put the same work in because it's so easy and people are more accessible, and like you don't have to stand in front of, you know, businesses and hope for a dream, like you can DM people, or, you know, like play certain games? Like, do you feel like that has weakened or strengthened the grind?
I think to me it's pros and cons in life, just in general, right? With everything, right? So now things and people are more accessible, right? So that's a blessing in a way, because now if I want to reach out to Luck, I could just follow her and DM, you know what I'm saying? DM her, and if she want to holler, she'll holler back. So everybody and everything is accessible. If I want to go in the studio, I can go in the studio. If I want to create with somebody, I can create. If I want to release music Friday, I can release music Friday. All of the things that we didn't have coming up, right? So I think whenever you give people or make or become accessible, whether it's a person or whether it's a thing, it becomes oversaturated, right? It becomes oversaturated with people that may not have the same love and passion that we have for that craft. And it becomes like, oh, I can do it because it's available to me. Or I'll do it because shit is cool, and I want a huge following, or I want to become an influencer, or I want the bag, or I want cars and jewelry. Like, everybody has different motives of why they do different things. So I definitely feel like everything is oversaturated. And it's very hard for people to decipher what's good and what's not. So now it's just like everybody will accept, not everybody, but a lot of people accept anybody and anything, because it's like, what do we really have that's really sincere and genuine and that's really dope? And not to take anything away from anybody that's winning. If you're winning and you're winning in a positive manner, you know, you got my blessings, man. But there's a lot of people that really can't rap. Like Babs can smoke, Luck can smoke. A lot of artists, both male and female right now, that might have a #1 record on the charts. You know what I'm saying?
Amadeus, not for nothing, Miss Lissa can smoke them
Oh,
too.
word?
Miss Lissa is dope off the head. Like, one day I was at Live Nation, and they was like, yo, Luck, can you freestyle for us? And I was not in the freestyle mood. So I said, Miss Lissa got it. And, you know, she's such a talent. She got up there, started freestyling. I got a little jealous. I said, wait a minute, y'all came to see me. You know, so no, but Miss Lissa is really dope, man. So shout out.
That's what's up, man. That you learn something every day. Let's go, Miss Lissa. What you got, man? We got a quick 16. The king ain't never hear you.
You now tuned into Miss Lish. You can't miss this. Potty on point, Miss Thick. Pussy got the juice, Mystic. Digital swag, I'm rich, bitch. Feel so fucked up. Do these shots. Yo, don't throw up. No chasers, no mixers. What's this elixir? Got me blinded by these flickers as we posing for these pictures. Bitches really think they cute. I think they goggles filled with liquor. That's enough. That's it.
Yo.
That's it.
Let me tell you something. What Miss Lissa just did just now is really rare. And if any artist on here right now, male or female, MC, singer, whatever you are, whatever you do, you got to be ready. You got to be ready. You got to be on point. She ain't give me a bunch of excuses. She ain't say what you want here, what song you want here, what tempo you want. She just went in. I'm tired of y'all artists out here saying, yo, what you want me to say? What you want me to do? You want me to go right now? You want me? She went right in.
I love Tigger, right?
There
Big
you
Tigger,
go.
shout out to Big Tigger. And I love the basement. So something I used to always do was, like, when I would ask rappers, that would happen. So I would start freestyling to try to, like, warm them up. So I do love hip hop music, but you ladies are the legends, and without y'all, I wouldn't have the aggression that I have for hip hop. So shout out to the women in hip hop that's still killing the game. Make sure y'all stream my sister's songs, Lady Luck and Bass Bunny, available on all streaming platforms.
Go.
Okay.
And drop my album. I think we shooting for April. Shout out to Pink Veil Hookahs. Y'all gotta hit her up. Her hookahs is fire. I'm dropping the album, Say Songs About Yahweh. I'm doing a gospel album.
Beautiful.
And because God spoke to me, you know, that's a whole nother story, a whole nother interview. But that's the wave I'm going in. And to be honest with you, I'm so proud of the music. It sounds so dope. You know what I mean? So I definitely want to link back, because all of us need to go back to our roots. And I think that with the way that the world is right now and the lower frequency that we operating on, we can make fire music right now that that don't sound churchy and things of that nature. So, you know, shout out everybody living their purpose.
And I try to inspire all the artists. If you were artist, if you were producer, because we all go through shit in life. And, you know, even especially the ones that's grinding, trying to come up, that feel like they're about to tap out. Ain't no tapping out. You know what I'm saying? It just takes that one time. You never know when that time gonna come, but you gotta work towards it. You can manifest it. It's real, but you have to put 100%. One thing that he told me, you're gonna get out of it what you put into it. You know what I'm saying? And some people really don't believe that, but I believe that everything that I really said that I wanted, I did it. I am the brown skinned chick from Brooklyn, from the hood, that said I wanted a deal, and I worked towards it. And not only did I get a deal, I got a deal with one of the biggest labels, hip hop labels in the world. And at the end of the day, and that was years ago, and I'm still here. I'm still grinding. I'm still making shit. I did the Battle League, doing the Battle League, Queen of the Ring. Y'all already know the vibe, making history and putting other females on. You know what I'm saying? So all the artists out there, tap in with me. If you feeling down, I'm the chick to talk to. We got, look, I light up and be like, look, what you talking about? You know, you could cry. Luck not gonna let you cry to her, but I'm gonna let you cry to me. And then I'm gonna tell you, all right, let's get it together. Luck is gonna, you can't come to Luck crying. Cry before you get to Luck, okay?
Because I get frustrated. I feel so bad. I was treating my shorty wrong. I'm like, what are you crying for? You know what I'm saying? Like, I did all of that crying. I did all of that crying in the closet, depressed and all that. And then, like, you know, your chest get heavy and you feel like, you know, I did all that depression thing. I did depression. I was a professional at depression. I threw the best pity parties, my nigga. My pity parties was lit. And then after a while, it was just like, yo, the bills are still due. You know, so after you sit here and feel sorry for yourself, after you feel whatever, you got to go. And like, I always thought about life. It's like, life will be way worse giving up, you know, because it's two options. You know, they both going to hurt. Keep going or give up. They both going to hurt, you know. So even if you got to reinvent yourself, or even if you know, sometimes our calling is something different. Like, you know, Jamie Foxx wanted to sing. You know, the actor from that movie where the boys was kissing, he wanted to be a rapper. I forgot the black guy's name. You know, that movie with the purple color, the purple and blue color. You know, but there's a lot of different people who they started off doing one thing and they in another lane. I mean, shit, Kevin Loud started off as a backup singer, backup dancer and songwriter, you know? So you just never know what the lane is. Just don't, you know, my man used to always say, a stagnant water stinks, you know? So if you're just sitting still and you're not doing nothing, that's the only time where you're not moving. So always keep moving, always be open to the universe and whatever God is telling you to do.
Yes,
you
sir.
always got to keep moving.
I love it. I love it.
Yes. You know who's experiencing my new lane? Real quick, Miss Lissa, because I want to tell Amadeus, my new lane that I'm getting into is writing films. You know, doing movies, you know, being an independent filmmaker. I'ma holler at you too, cause you know what I'm saying. I'm hollering at all my people. You know what I'm
yes,
talking
sir.
about? So there we go. But that's my new lane, my new passion, and I feel like you feel it when it's right. right?
Yeah.
And so I feel it. God said it's right, and so I'm moving towards it. That's
love
just
it.
what it is.
And
I
it's
love it,
dope
man.
because you could always take the relationships you have and manifest them into something else. You know, like
Right.
Babs, it'll be easier for Babs because Babs is not easier, but I'm just saying doors will open. She's a pop icon. You know what I mean? So people be like, yo, Babs, and they'll fuck with it. Just like even with the podcast, we call people up and they like, of course. You know what I mean?
Right.
We're not a
Yeah.
podcast. We are
Not a podcast. We're a
This
TV
is a
show.
daytime talk
Okay.
show.
You got to correct me, Miss Lissa. You know I'll be
This
slipping.
is a daytime talk show. We love all the podcasts. And if you like listening to podcasts, we are available on all podcasting platforms. However, this is a daytime talk show. It's bacon, egg, and cheese. Lady Luck, Babs Bunny, I am Miss Lissa, and we have Amadeus.
I'm proud of y'all, man.
Building.
Proud of y'all, man. I'm proud of y'all, man. Yeah, shout out to Barry Bonds, man. He hit me late last night.
My cousin, fuck him.
Yeah. Yo, he hit me late last night. I was watching the NBA game, and he was like, yo, you want to do a show tomorrow? I'm like, okay. He's like, noon. I was like, well, damn. Like, it was like 11, like 10, 11, like well, damn. I was like, all right, cool. Then he told me it was John. I was like, oh, yeah. Let's make it happen.
And this was so dope, Amadeus, because Lissa hit me and was like, oh, you know who Amadeus is? I said, yeah, I just hit that nigga and asked him for that, yo. I said, look at this shit. I said, hell yeah, get that nigga on the show. Like, look at that shit.
Yo, Luck, tell him about this 40 thing, man. Listen, when you turn 40, shit be different.
Well, Luck,
I'm not
need
turning 40
reminders.
until I'm 50.
I was in the 40 game first. Y'all playing
Oh, you
what y'all talking
word
about.
Babs?
Hell yeah.
Now you think I'm over here being the oldest
No, I'm not
one.
in it, though.
I'm the baby of the bunch.
I'm the oldest on the panel right here. Okay, I'm the OG.
Listen, and still beautiful, man. Still beautiful.
Gorgeous.
Still
Come
beautiful.
on, Gabrielle Union of the gang.
Yeah.
Listen, the way my mind's set up, you can tell me something 5 minutes ago, and I'll be like, what'd you say? So when they told me Babs, like, it's Babs show, I was like, oh, she not gonna get me. Hold on.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I was like, did she hit me for that record?
Yeah.
She ain't gonna get me. I got this joint right here on my desktop. Matter of fact, hold on. I don't know how loud my computer is. Let me see if I can. But hold on. Yo, Babs killed this joint. Shout out to DJ K Slade. You know, we're definitely all lifting him up in our prayers.
Yeah.
He's battling this COVID thing. I'm here. You know, it's hard to know what's the truth and what's not. So we're kind of hearing he's doing better. I heard he opened up his eyes the other day. You know, definitely
Slay
like
is a gangster. There's no slaying Slay.
Yo, big facts.
You know, K Slay is gonna. I'm confident in his recovery. Just like Kid Capri. Shout out Kid Capri.
Yeah, shout out to
shout out to
OG Kid.
Yeah,
so listen,
man.
I'm gonna see. Can y'all hear this? Where the speakers at on this thing? I think it's right here. Hold on.
All right, while he getting the speakers together, yo, Leprecham bought 4 badges. Girl, you're out of control.
Thank you, baby.
Thank you to everybody. Pink hookah.
Can you hear it? Hold on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What up? This your boy K Slade from around the way. Man, all these lazy, simple Simon breakfast sandwiches are wasting my time. So I bought the breakout new French toast sandwich from Burger King to get it poppin'.
What's good, baby?
Break 'em
What up,
off.
Slade? Wake 'em up, there's a new day dawning, a new breakfast in town, and I'm coming out brawling. Here is something you can't understand. Have French toast, eggs, and sausage, fit in one hand. Take clowns, knock them down, put their face in the sand. In order to, one for you, one for your man. Clowns shaking in their boots since I showed up. Wake up with the king, got the breakfast game sold up. With all this meat, they gon' show up. Put that with French toast this week, I'm about to blow up. You never had a sandwich quite like this that tastes as good and got a flow nice like this. And when you want the breakfast, got something to say, you only get half a
Ooh.
Happy show with
The new French toast sandwich from Burger King. Maple cinnamon French toast. Tasty.
Yo, that's not fire. That first of all,
Come
Babs
on,
hit me. Like,
Yo, hold up.
yo, you got that song, and the fact that y'all got the, you know what I'm saying, the bacon, egg,
Breaking,
yo.
yo. This you see how things just happen, how God just be like, yo.
Yo, I would tell y'all to send that in because it might be some new people at the office up there. I would tell y'all to keep send that in.
That
Find
shit
out who
was
it is.
fire.
That's what I love about the internet. Like you could Google who's this and they'll tell you their name, Instagram, everything. You could just stalk people all the way. I have
Crazy.
stalkers
Yo,
in
not
here
for,
now.
yes, not for nothing though. Like, you know, I've done a lot of things, right? And sometimes, you know, you just living in the moment, you know, and so, you know, when time passes, you have time to sit. Like when I was on the Sway show and Amadeus was up there, he was like, yo, Baz, remember the Burger King commercial? I said, I did do a Burger King commercial. What are you bitches talking about?
Yo, Burger King. Burger King.
Fire.
And that's the thing. That's the thing where sometimes we're so focused on what's next, right? And what we want to do and what we want to accomplish, which is a great thing to do. It's a great thing to be, you know, motivating to do the next thing. But sometimes we got to stop and just have a moment. And I call it I'm the shit moment. You got to stop and have a I'm the shit moment where you can't wait for nobody to tell you your shit, wait for nobody to co-sign you, wait for nobody to give you your flowers. You got to go to the flower store, pick out the shit you like, and say, these flowers is for me. Because we living in a world where people might not give you the love you deserve. We living in a world where people might not give you the applause and the love and the appreciation. So sometimes you guys sit your ass down, go get you some flowers, put it in a vase, whatever it's called, get you a glass of wine, get you some yak, and sit down and say, God, thank you for what you've done to me. Thank you for how you created me. Thank you for how you blessed me with these gifts and these talents that I share with the world. I know I got so much more I want to do. I got so much more I want to accomplish, but I want to thank you for what I've already done. You know what I'm saying? And that's very important. That's very special, man. For real.
I do that every day.
Yes, and it will pick, even if you having a bad day. Because sometimes I be having a bad day and I walk around my crib and I'll be like, yo, you the shit. You bugging. I start talking to myself.
Word.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and that shit will help. You the shit. You bugging. You know what you done. You know what you doing. You know who you are. And then I'll be like, yeah.
You know, you gotta have a soldier boy moment. You know, we are the most powerful computers, right? And if you read the full agreements, it'll tell you that we beat ourselves up. Yo, Leprechaun, she's going crazy. Bought 5 bags. She's going crazy. But
Leprechaun, what up?
Leprechaun, shout out. We gotta say her name.
Word.
Look, Pinkville Hookah bought 3. Everybody's going nuts.
Pinkville Hookah. Yo, follow me on Hookah, yo.
Let's do it.
Yo,
Pinkville Hookah, holla at me.
But I want to challenge, everybody because they tell you are what you think. And I used to get very frustrated because I used to always think that I was a positive person. You know me for years. Everybody. I always encourage people. And it took me a long time. I thought The Secret and all that was bullshit, but it took me a long time because I realized what was I telling myself. So I can encourage everybody else in the full agreement to tell you, you don't need no enemies. You beat yourself up. So I would challenge everybody for 30 days to take a habit, to make a break. I would tell y'all, what up, Beats by Vic? I would tell you to look in the mirror and tell yourself that, like, I'm the shit. I'm winning. Right. Like, I'm going to win. And ever since I've been doing that, I get, that's why I don't let nobody cry. I'm like, nah, because you setting these, you telling the universe that. So when you say, oh, it's not working for me, like I used to do that. I used to say nobody's fucking with me, and literally nobody was fucking with me. Literally, you know what I'm saying?
Because you put it out there, yeah.
Yeah, I was already telling the universe, like my friends would tell you stories about how I beat myself up so bad mentally. They be like, yeah, remember we ran into Puffy? He told you to come party with him. And you said, no, I'll see you later. I said, what? There's so many different times. Like, yeah, remember Jamie Foxx and Ludacris? I said, what are you even talking about? Wow. Thank God that I'm not in that dark area anymore, because I really had to learn. Like, I went to the depths of depression. So I really realized how important mental health is. So anybody who's watching, I would tell y'all all day long, you have to keep encouraging yourself, because nobody's going to show up and do it for you. You know what I'm saying? Big facts. So you got to do it.
I appreciate your transparency too. I appreciate, a lot of people don't talk about that. You know what I'm saying? And like us going through the pandemic and not being able to move around and fly and tour and perform and get in the studio. And, at first I was kind of happy because it was a moment for me to sit my ass down. You know what I'm saying? We always on the move. After like a month or two, I was like, whoa, this ain't it. You know what I mean? Like, this ain't this. It's one thing to have a seat by choice. And it's a whole nother thing for someone to sit you down. Like, nah, you can't go out. We in a pandemic, wear a mask, this and that. So it's crazy, man. And mentally, it fucks with you. You know what I mean? And I know a lot of us, especially in entertainment, especially men, don't talk about, the fact that they're not okay. It's like a crime to say, yo, I'm not okay. And I've learned to say, yo, I'm not okay. So I'm grateful for us to make it, to this year. A lot of people didn't see this year. you know, 2022. I'm very excited about this year, ladies. This is my first IG live for the year, and I would say quite a few months. Like I haven't been on here, not from any negative thing, but I just haven't been on IG live. So the fact that I was able to share this first, you know, IG live, especially with you guys for this new year, is a blessing. Great conversation. A lot of what you guys have said has inspired me and motivated me. And I'm just grateful to be here, man. And like, again, I'm proud of you guys. You know, this is just the beginning, you know, so keep up what you guys are doing, keep pushing. And I'm not signing off. I'm just saying. I'm just giving you the love right now. Yeah.
Now I appreciate that, and I always say anybody that watch the show know that I always talk about men being able to express how they feel. You know, I am not raising my son to hold everything inside, because that doesn't make you a man. Like, you know, and then, you know, guys not knowing how to deal with emotions because it wasn't accepted. You cry, you cry, man up. No. No, my son cry. I'm like, what's wrong, baby?
Exactly.
I'm showing him affection and love, and come here, let me give you a hug. Like, you know, so he grows up being able to express himself and not punch holes in the wall because he can't talk about how he feeling. No.
Powerful.
So shout out to all the guys out there that I know that's dealing with stuff and y'all feel like y'all can't talk about it. And I hope that y'all get to a space in your life where y'all able to let that go, where you find somebody you can express your feelings to, that you can be open to. And hopefully you will break, you know, that curse and start raising your sons to be able to express their feelings and tell them you don't have to hold everything inside.
I love
start hugging your kids and being emotional. Yes, and tell them you love them.
My son's 16 years old. He taller than me, and I'll kiss that boy up something crazy. Like, and I told him, as long as I live, I'm gonna be kissing on you and hugging on you, because you could be taller than me, you could be older than me, stronger than me, whatever. You my baby boy. You know what I'm saying? And that's something that I didn't get coming up, because that's something that my father didn't get. So it's like you got to break the cycle. He's only doing what he taught and what he learned and what he's experienced. So it's like me having a son and having a boy and not hearing the I love yous and the kisses and the hugs. It's like, oh nah, bro, you getting all that. Like he loves it. He loves it because it's real love and it's affection, and there's nothing wrong with your dad as a man being loving and affectionate to your son, not just your daughter, but your son as well. Like boys need love too, or they gonna go fucking get it from the wrong person, and then you're gonna be twisted. Nah, bro, get all this love right here so you can know what real love feel like. So when you fall in love and you want to have love, you know what it's supposed to feel like, and you can kind of try to avoid, you know, the traps.
Exactly, and stop calling him a punk. He crying. Stop
I'm a crybaby.
Little son. Yes, punk. Oh, you a punk.
I'm a crybaby, bro.
Your scary ass. No, don't do that. No, because I cry.
Don't come around me with the tears.
They go up. I'm going to bed.
I yell at everybody. My nephews, I yell at the dogs when they cry. I yell at my nephews. Like my mother called me with the tears.
I mean,
that's
look,
a mental
gotta stop,
health
man.
issue.
Gotta stop
you
doing
need to be able to let it out. You curse, but you don't hold on to it. You need to let it out.
Yeah,
and
you gotta stop doing that, look.
Sometimes you cry happy tears. Like, it's not always sad tears. But the same way, if something's funny, you're going to laugh. If something makes you upset, you're going to say, I'm angry. If something is sad, if you need to cry, you need to let that emotion out and then get over it. You got to cry and then build the bridge and then get over it. But you know who's crying?
I got guidelines.
This man. Because he's in a relationship with a woman who plays horrible pranks on him. Amadeus, what would you do if your wifey did this to your dude?
Oh, no, it's a wrap.
You gon' love this makeover.
Bruh.
I don't know. It looks like they did that on purpose.
Bruh.
I'm trying to make you look like him. Look.
I'm trying to make you look like him. Who is that?
Right. That's Mr. McDowell from Coming to America.
Bruh.
You gon' love this makeover. Amadeus, what would you do? Hair do or hair don't?
Was he sleeping? How was she?
Yeah, he was sleeping. She cut it while he was sleeping. He woke up and she said, well, do you like the makeover? And he He reacted. What would you do? Is that a prank gone too far? Is this worth a relationship ending? Would you end the relationship over this?
That's a lot, yo.
And you got that nice good hair, that 3C.
You see what I'm saying?
You got that 3C.
That's a lot. That's a lot, yo.
Yo, you do that. If one of my chicks do that shit to me, it's a whole domestic violence situation.
That's right, yo. That's a lot.
I'm getting locked up.
I'm waking up swinging.
Like that right there for a man, like our hair and our hairline is probably as equal to y'all eyebrows and lashes.
Yeah.
So that's like you waking up, you sleeping, and I shave all this shit off, and I get the scissors and cut all that off, all of it.
But wait a minute. It's not the same because we could draw our shit right back on.
That is
we
true.
Get some fake eyelashes.
You could Beijing that hairline.
Nah, that's true. But they know they could get the male wigs. They got the male units now where the dudes is getting the frontals. So he lit.
The G unit for the G's.
We had my boy on the show. He do the male units. I could direct him right to my boy. He a lace.
Yeah, get them the G units.
Yeah, his hair be looking just like Amadeus, yo.
I did see the video though.
Yo, that video to me is.
They do anything for clout. They do anything for clout.
Before we go into a clout chasing potentially situation where someone's baby mother has lost some endorsements of some comments that she made on the internet, let's give a shout out to the Bacon, Egg, and Cheese friend of the show, Snoop Dogg. Snoop Dogg is going to be potentially launching his own line of glizzies. Yes, hot dogs called the Snoop Dogs. Also, Fat Joe, the Bronx own, Amadeus, also from the Bronx. He's partnering with White Castle for Spicy Sloppy Joe. So hip hop and fast food are collaborating thanks to Babs, Bunny, and Amadeus and their Burger King song Breaking Down the Barrier. Okay. So now, G Herbo's first baby mama, Ari Fletcher, has lost her Fenty partnership after making some disparaging comments about domestic violence survivors. I think she forgot that Rihanna was one of them. Let's take a look.
Wow.
So let's start there. That's one. Two, y'all are in the comments like, oh, when I was in a relationship, this boy put out. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Nobody cares about what happened to you, what trauma you had. Nobody cares. You trying to victimize yourself and use it. Oh, like this. Yeah, don't worry about my wig. Yes, child. Anyway, like, please, stop. You in the comments, you're telling your stories about nobody cares. We do not care. We don't care. We don't care. We do not care at all. Like, we don't care.
Yeah. How many times you gonna say it?
Rihanna for standing up and being an example of a woman of her word and making sure that her brand is not tarnished with any foolishness. Because here's the thing, these younger girls are looking up to these influencers and these social media girls. And so if you know that, you have an obligation. See, that's the difference between a social media influence and a real celebrity and star. There is a difference.
Yes,
so
because we have morality.
Let's go to our Bacon, Egg, and Cheese panel. Any commentary?
I mean, I think it was very, insensitive. Just because you haven't, went through something that someone else has gone through, man, you can't minimize it. You know what I mean? Or you can't make it seem like it's nothing. And I think she just went crazy. Like, she just kept repeating it and kept saying it. And that's the problem, man, when you give some of these people, the limelight and money, where it's like they don't even know how to carry themselves. They a lot of them don't even be real good people. You know what I'm saying? And it just sucks. And that's that karma. Not thinking and thinking without speaking without thinking. And now she didn't go ahead and she went ahead and ruined that bag that she was definitely getting from Fenty, which I'm sure was pretty nice.
Yeah.
So you live and you learn, and hopefully she learns from this and issues a real, authentic, and genuine apology to those that have dealt with, any domestic violence, because it's not a cool thing, both for women and men. You know what I mean? Just like women have gone through it, unfortunately, there's some men that have gone through it as well. And hopefully, you know, they have the bravery to come out about it, to speak about it, and get help that get the help that they need before it's too late.
Yes.
Cocaine is a hell of a drug.
I feel like it's a lot of people that feel like her. The day and age that we in, and if you of a certain age, when she's like, no one cares, no one cares. Like when you go into these blogs and you read the comments, like a lot of people be in the comments saying the same shit. Oh, nobody cares. Oh, who cares? Next, who cares?
Yeah.
Like they so numb, they don't care. And so if you of a certain age group, you looking at her like, wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
But the of a different age group,
That's
they
a good point.
laughing.
That's a good point.
They're laughing and they like, yeah, we don't care. They don't care. So like that's why she said it so many times. We don't care. Nobody cares.
Yo.
We don't care.
Cocaine is a hell of a drug.
Yeah, and like, so I just feel like that's what it is. Because when I see the things that they do, the things that they say, and I'm talking about a certain age group, I just feel like they so numb to stuff that they really don't care.
Let me tell you what's happening right now in the world, if you pay attention. Everybody's fucked up. So the people will be in the comments and they talking about, I don't care, I don't care. These are the people who suffer with depression the most. The music that we're putting out nowadays, and the entertainment, and especially the people who are forefront, the influencers, are giving away so many lower frequencies. So we're operating off lower frequency. Like I hear the music that the 18-year-olds are listening to, and it just sounds like the bottom of the keyboard and nothing but 808s. I can't even hear what the kids are saying. Like, no, like the beats that they playing, and they just rap really fast and things of that nature. But like this one kid was staying here, 18. He's working on music. And he's rapping and he's talking about the girls giving fellatio and all that other stuff. But he started talking about the pain his father caused him, know? And I feel like, but they say it in such a cool way. And, he talked about how his mom didn't do certain things for him, but he talked about it in such a cool way. There's so many people who are hurting out here. Well, because it's like in the 4 agreements. I really want y'all to read it. It's only 90 pages. If you got a cut on your hand, you're going to go to the doctor's office. But if everybody got a cut on your hand, it now becomes normal. Just because everybody is hurting does not mean that we're not hurting. It's just we all are doing it at the same time. High society, you see me in the building, you see me. So basically, my whole point is, like, it's important right now for us to start making music on a higher frequency. So when you look at Ari, you can't really blame her for her opinions. You got to remember where she come from. She might not even be that educated. And she's a broken woman. I mean, it's clear that you could tell that this woman has some type of emotional, trauma going on. And so it will be reflected in the things that they say, like shout out to Moneybag Yo and shout out to NBA Youngboy. They talking about they're going to stop drinking lean. And I appreciate that. And it hurt my feelings the other day. I saw this kid that I know is 19 years old. I grew up with him in the church. He got lean all over his page. Wow. And I like, what do? I can't call nobody and tell nobody. You know what I mean? So I hit him up like, little bro, be careful with that. But what can I say to him? So I think like it's bigger than just pointing the finger at Ari. Yeah, she need to lose her deal and this, that, and third. I think it's us as a community and us where we going. You know what I'm saying? Because look, just really look. If you look at the generation that was before us, or even our generation, how we spoke about women, how we treated women, these bitches, these niggas, all this other stuff, this gangster stuff. Now that's what the kids have. Now we still had a little bit of coof with us because our parents took us to church. Right. We take that for granted. That foundation that we might not still have that connection to, but at least it was installed in you. Now these kids don't have that at all. Yeah. So these kids, they don't even know who to go pray to or where to put this anger and this frustration. So they taking it out on y'all. It's 111. My guy, shout out Mr. Gardner, rest in peace. He was like, you know why black people go around beating each other up? Because they can't beat themselves up. How I look, I'm sitting here punching myself in the face. So I'm taking all my anger, I'm taking my frustration out on the next one. So like, when you're looking at Ari, you feel bad for her, but you don't know what drugs is influencing her. It's no excuse. I know we don't have no sympathy for all of that other stuff, but I just feel like, you know, we need to look at the generation that's coming up now. They're lost. And imagine they kids, how they gonna be empty. If you think these niggas is bad, wait till they children grow up. Unless we step up and put forth that, you know.
Yeah, you right, Luck. A lot of them don't have that foundation. We did have grandparents. I know I did. You know what I'm saying? I had, you know, my parents, my grandparents, aunts, uncles, and they come from a different time. They wasn't growing up off of rap music.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Like, they was growing up off of soul music and love, turn off the lights, and you know, all that type of shit.
Speaking of that era, shout out
the legend.
Moore. We got Melba Moore, the legendary Melba Moore, tuning into the show. Wow. I'm sorry.
Legendary.
Yeah, so I know all of the old songs because when I was a kid, my mother played them records. That's what she grew up off of. But you know, what is our kids gonna say? What was our mother's records? Pop Smoke. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, that
my daughter sings a good song.
Like, yeah, all of the twerking records, Megan Thee Stallion. Those are the records that these kids, when you cleaning the house, they hearing. You know what I mean? Like,
my nephew.
I mean, my daughter right now.
Nephew's 7.
She like.
My nephew's 7. First of all, I played myself because my cousin came here with his kids one day, and they listened to all of the new music. So I turned on. My nephews don't know this. We're a Christian home here, and them little niggas knew all the words. And my youngest nephew is 7. He walking around the house, suicide, and he's singing the song. He learned it from TikTok. So I'm telling his older brothers, y'all gotta watch the things because he don't know what's happening. He don't know what he's singing.
Yeah.
His parents, you know, this dad is working, mom is taking care of 4 kids, you know. So I had to tell his brothers, like, you gotta watch what your younger brother's saying because you don't know the things that you're just putting out into the universe. It's a very scary time that we living in. I don't know if y'all know it and see it, that we're in a spiritual warfare. Like, I ain't the nigga who gonna sit here and preach your head off. You know, because hey, man, you know, the church got their opinion about me and my lifestyle. But what I will tell you is I know that we all trying to act normal through this pandemic, and we all trying to act normal with the crazy shit that's going on in the world nowadays. But if you watch the world, it ain't never been like this before. So y'all got to start paying attention and saying, all right, maybe something's up. You know what I mean? So, yo, I just, everybody in here, I just want, you know, employ y'all to, you know, look for more positive ways to higher your frequency and things of that nature and get closer to God, because it's going down out here, bro.
Yeah,
big facts. Remember I said it.
Big facts.
That's right, Amadeus. It was great having you on the show. For anyone that wants to tap into you, connect with you, and find out more about you, and also purchase your book, how do they do so?
I am typing it right now. It's on my website, www.iamkingamadeus.com, which I think I just typed it. I think I just did it. But you can follow me if you're not following me on here on IG. Amadeus PBM. You can DM me. You can message me on Facebook, Twitter, whatever it is. And, you know, thank you. I appreciate you guys. They got it pinned on the bottom, iamkingamadeus.com, or a book. Yeah, man, holla at me, DM me, whatever you need to do to purchase. I'm signing all copies right now. I got to get you guys, all 3 of you guys, the copies of the book. So we'll talk offline for that.
Miss Melba Moore, I'm following you right now. Miss Melba Moore, I am Lady Luck. Please
that's the legend.
Back. You know, I would love to have you on the show as well. I mean, really.
That'll be fire.
Really, you know, so
you need Melba Moore, the legend. You need, you got to get Chico from Rough Ends on here.
Oh, yeah, Chico, yeah, he's still in here.
Definitely.
Yeah, man.
Let me follow him too. I'm wilding. I'm so caught up in your conversation. And again, shout out to everybody who's been going nuts with the badges.
Yeah, much love to everybody that's tuned in.
Leper Shem bought 11 badges. I've never seen it before. Somebody owes her a date, you know. So there you go. Let me follow Chill Rough Ends too. You know, I got funny Rough Ends story. You know, somebody wrote in the comments, we have to interview each other.
Yeah.
Like, we be having everybody on here, but like, I bet y'all ain't know that I almost got signed to Bad Boy. You know what I'm saying? Like,
wow.
Yeah, like we got stories to tell, man. Really quick, I'll make it quick. So what had happened was I had went up to Lil' Kim house when I was 17 years old on my 17th birthday, and they don't know that I knew that they was clowning me because I was dressed like a little boy. But anyway, after they heard me rap, then I was gonna run with Kim and them. That's the month of December. So from December 7th to like around Christmas, I was like at Diddy house with them, and all I was mind blown. But then after after that, in January, I had rapped on the radio. So when I had rapped on the radio, we had went to Def Jam. We went a couple places, but then I had went to Bad Boy to see Half Pierre. So then so then they called me back, and I was rapping for Diddy. My mother, she said, I need some blood for some wine for the blood. So she was getting twisted downstairs at the bar before we went upstairs. And she ain't gonna like that part. And then we went upstairs, I was rapping for Puff, and the next day, Leo Cohen called my house, and my pops picked up. He's like, you don't like Def Jam? And when I got out of school, they had car service there, and they had sent dozens of roses and all that. They turned my little ass out. So shout out to them niggas. I guess I'm going with you niggas. You know what I'm saying?
Yo. hey, shout out to the legend, Melba. Melba was like, where's my song? Listen, I'm going to be honest, Queen, legend. Last year, I took off from music, period. Like, I took the year off. It wasn't even something that I planned. It was just something that I needed to do to make sure that I was okay.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So I didn't make not one song last year. You know, I took my ass to therapy. You feel me? I took my ass to therapy. You know what I mean? I had some stuff to work on. I had some stuff to deal with. So I'm grateful and blessed to be able to say here on the Bacon Eggs. You know what I'm saying? You know that I'm back. The king is back. I'm back in my zone. I'm back in my space. I'm back to creating music. I'm feeling like the king that I am once again. Amen. So much
and
love,
Lady Luck
everybody.
is doing music placements. So, and I you know, when we hang up, I got to mix some stuff and send it over to Bravo. So Amadeus, let's talk. You know, Miss Moore, let's talk. And anybody else in here, y'all could do the greatest submissions with an S at gmail.com. Beast on the beat. I don't know how you in the comments. I just text you and asked you just for these records. I'll be on her head, pause, like everybody. I got a team of people who I'll be on, like we need to hand these songs in. So it's a blessing.
And I love that you're creating opportunity, you know, not for just yourself, but for you've been doing that for a while, man. I've been seeing you do that for a while, and I celebrate you and salute you on what you're doing. Yo, High Society, I need a hoodie, man. I'm doing hard right there.
High Society, what's good?
That's hard. And I need a hookah. Where the hookah queen at? I need a hookah.
Yeah, nah. And you know what I love about her hookah? It has no tobacco. So we be in here just going crazy with it. And the tip, pause. The tips, you got candy tips on it, pause. Wow. So like, we be, you know what I mean? I ain't even the hookah chick. I was feeling like a chicken head. I was in here like playing spades and everything. I'm trying to tell you.
I'm going to tap in. I'm going to DM you. What up, Z?
Well, anyone that's looking for marketing and promotions on the Bacon, Egg, and Cheese Show, you can email the BEC Show at gmail.com. And don't forget to show some love to Amadeus as well. He wants marketing and promotional deals as well. So make sure you share the love, share the live. You can also go to my website, MissLissaKnows.com.
Yes.
These glasses and so much more. Find out information about me because I'm not letting them interview me. And you can get all that information on my website. And if you love stand-up comedy, I'll be at the Sour Mouse tonight in LES.
Nice.
Don't forget, Babs, shout out to who?
Shout out to them. You know what I'm talking about? And if you want me to say your name, then send that package to Miss Mary Jane. You already know the vibe. And
Luck, any deals?
Shout out to Queen of the Ring. Y'all already know what it is. We getting geared up. We getting geared up for the next event. So you already know. Anybody that wants to come on board, that wants, you know, to sponsor, that wants to invest, you know, you're more than welcome to slide up in my DM. We can make something happen. I'm always looking for sponsors. I'm always looking for investors. And I'm always looking for a good meal. So if you just want to be nice, you know what I'm saying? And you could buy like lobster tails, you know, with the crab meat on it too, you know, and the butter sauce and the nice ambiance, you know what I'm saying? But you got to get a COVID test and then, you know, we good. So yeah, shout out to y'all.
Yo, Bab, somebody proposed to you in the comments, yo.
Oh yeah.
Yo, make sure y'all follow everybody. High Society, Pinkville Hookah. Right now we got some dope sales going on LuckyCBD.com. Again, remember it's wellness. So like I smoke flower all day. I don't smoke weed no more. I can't do the being high munchies and the paranoia and all that. So I smoke CBD. It gives me all the same effects except all of the negative stuff I said. We got lotions. Nice. We got lotions. We got massage oil. We got tinctures. We got sleep drops to help you sleep at night. We got gummies. Wow. We got gummies that'll knock your head off, you know, and then we got the gummies that'll just, you know, calm you down. Lucky Crowns, you know, shout out to Lucky Crowns. Y'all need these custom crowns coming up. And Lucky Punch, we are revamping. We are going straight powder. We're going to have about 88 different vitamins and nutrients in one shot. You do that, shake it up with your water. You can go now. You don't need all of them pills on your shelf. So we definitely going to drop that real soon. You know, Pink Veil Hookah, we about to do right there. I'm going to tag her. We about to come up with a code for all of us. We all going to be selling hookahs. Everybody.
Fire. Hey, yo, Callie Onyx is a really dope photographer. Really dope. Can you see him? Callie Onyx right there?
Callie, I need to follow you. I need
like
some
super
pictures.
dope. He works with everybody, man. I met him, you know, we did a show with Trey in Vegas at Dre's nightclub, and he captured him. He works for everybody, man. But he's a dope photographer, great energy, great spirit. Because not just about being dope at what you do, it's about having the right spirit and energy along with you being great at what you do. So tap in with him too. Really dope photographer.
Just follow him.
Callie, that's oh, there he go right there.
You see him?
Yeah. I'm gonna hit you up because I need a whole new spread. 2022. My wig switch up game is serious. You know what I'm saying? I go from blonde to brown to green to whatever you need. You know what I'm talking about? Let's get it. Let's make some epic photos, okay? Bam.
Let's do it.
Yo, Bam, you playing, hit my phone. I've been trying to hit you. I shouldn't have to tell you that on a bacon, egg, and cheese show.
Damn, bro.
Wait, what? Okay, Amadeus, don't forget, plug that book one last time before we drop that tune.
Yes. The story of Amadeus and the beat goes on out right now. You can DM me to get your copy, a signed copy of the book, or you can visit the website, www.iamkingamadeus.com. Luck, Babs, Lissa, appreciate you guys, man. Much love. Proud of you guys. We're going to talk offline.
Please send me the Burger King.
I got you. We're going to talk offline. I got you.
Yes. Thank you so much.
Please send me some crab leg money.
Let's get it. Hey, it's the BEC Show.
Love you, Casey.
What is you waiting for? Wake that ass up. After we do the show, what? Stop it like it's hot. What? After we do the show, what? Stop it like it's hot. You better stop it like it's hot. You better stop it like it's hot. You better stop it like it's hot. You better